February 2nd, 2026. Just making a quick update on the plants, the leaves, the green, nutritious forage available at this time of the year. We're in zone 7B, 8A, Piedmont area, South Carolina. And of course, Chinese privet is a terribly invasive species, but it is extremely nutritious. We've filmed this a lot, posted it a lot. Also, at this time of the year, you can have honeysuckle, Japanese honeysuckle. Well, the native evergreen as well, sempervirens. But the invasive, exotic one is the Japanese honeysuckle, and they like it a lot. If they could reach this, they would eat it, and they probably will at some point. But there's a lot of Japanese honeysuckle around, and it just has these small 4, 5, 6 leaflets at this time of the year. But it'll jump in another month. It'll be a foot or more maybe of growth, really high quality. Also, there are a number of smilaxes here, at least 2, maybe 3 smilaxes. I think maybe 3. There's one up there with the bronze colored leaves right now. The honeysuckle in there has bronze leaves as well, so that's a little confusing. But there's a thorny smilax, and there's a smaller, more blue-green thorny smilax, and then we have this evergreen, like totally evergreen smilax that's above my head now. And this one's got little fruits on it. Little berries, I don't know if you can tell. But the foliage is just immaculate, beautiful, lush green. And it was 11 degrees last night. It's been in the teens a lot, 20s a lot of snow, of course. And I'd like to find a close-up of the leaves, but the goats have eaten all of it that I've pulled down. Here's the vine of it. So it is thorny. The bottom, maybe, I don't know, it's a certain percentage of it probably, or maybe the height, but you can see that there are thorns on these vines. That's it too. But once it gets a certain height, this is it as well. If you follow that back far enough, you'll see the thorns on it. But once it gets to a certain height, the thorns go away totally. Not a single thorn up there. And so, that's a big wad of amazing nutrition up there. I'm not going to pull it down because I want this smilax to spread all over the place in here. But, of course, there are some green grasses. Tall fescue is really nice right now. Unfortunately, we have the Kentucky 31 tall fescue here, but it does serve a purpose, and it is important. Prairie brome would be, look, here's a lot of honeysuckle up there. And I'm getting ready to cut down this privet with honeysuckle on it over here. Lots of thorny smilax down here, which I do just cut. I'll let it grow a few places strategically, but all of this I'll cut. You just can't get through it. The goats like it. They do enjoy it, but it can be dangerous. So here's a privet with lots of honeysuckle growing in it. This is a perfect meal for them. You can see how much honeysuckle's in it. Plenty of green privet leaves on there, but this is a significant meal for a goat here. I mean, she might want 10 or 15 or 20 of these a day, but this is a big chunk of it. To spend less than a minute cutting on this and have that much food down at this crucial time of the year. You can see some of the blackberries still have leaves. It's not going to be a very high quality leaf, but they will eat that and meet some of their dry matter requirements through it. Eastern red cedar, of course, that's pretty low quality, but they do eat it. There's a big chunk of that thornless smilax up there. It can really produce a lot, although it doesn't grow all that fast. And of course, bamboo. If you had bamboo, some of the brome grasses, prairie brome is really common here, and that's really nutritious. So you could really have a well-rounded, full diet. There's some native cane in there, some small native bamboo. I'm planting some better bamboo, but that one in there they'll eat. You know, some of it's higher energy, some of it's higher protein. Here's a little clump of the thornless smilax. I'll get a close-up of that leaf so everyone can see it. It blooms for the honeybees and pollinators in the summertime. See, it's really nice. There's some of the cane. And the goats are doing well. They're having babies. They're all healthy. They've done really well so far, so I'm encouraged.